Hello everyone. I have an amazing news for you all. The Indo-European Youth Orchestra is going to perform in Hungary again this year, and we are going to celebrate our 5th anniversary. Yes, you heard me right. This is the 5th time India-based orchestra is going to perform in Europe before Hungarian European audience, and we are pretty excited about that. We have a few amazing young musicians, very talented musicians from different parts of India, being part of this orchestra, our Indo-European Youth Orchestra, and we are going to perform quite a few amazing pieces for the first time. And it's been a great journey. We started our journey in 2019, and then of course it was very difficult during the COVID time, but we are here today. So I'm very happy to share this news with you that we are going to celebrate our 5th anniversary, the 5th Grand Budapest concert this year in Hungary in August. Our concert will be held at the Royal Palace of Godollo on 7th of August. Of course, COVID was definitely a big threat, as we had no idea whether we will be able to do the concert again in Hungary or not. It was our first concert in 2019. It's probably the first India-based orchestra that performed in Europe before the Hungarian audience, and we performed at the Danube Palace Hall, one of the highly reputable concert theater in Budapest. And it was amazing, and we had no idea whether we will be able to do it again, when the pandemic will get over or not. It was really a big threat, of course. And in terms of finances, yes, it's in any classical music program, not just for us. I believe it's for many other organizations too. And when it comes to our concert, we don't run on any exclusive funds or donations. We do everything. We cover all the expenses from our participation fees, and so it's not easy. We have amazing students, very talented participants, and great teachers who collaborate with us. Amazing, Manoj George from Bangalore. We also had a student from SAPA, Dr. L. Subramaniam School, and we have students from Troika, one of the highly reputable music schools in Mumbai, and many other amazing teachers who collaborate with us. They want their students to go and perform with Hungarian musicians before European audience, and get that exposure, which will not possible to have just with weekly lessons. Until you perform in a proper orchestra, it is impossible to understand what Western classical music is, and why the compositions are like that, why there are sonatas, why there are concertos, why there are symphonies, and how the orchestration is done, what the first violin plays, what the second violin plays, how the violin section is connected with the bass section or the violas, how the soloists are playing, what the conductor does. It's like ocean of knowledge which you need to get as a student of Western classical music, and which you will get only when you perform in orchestras. And it's amazing if you are able to do it with European musicians in Europe before learned and exposed European audience. So these teachers are amazing. They are visionary. They're not just teachers, they are visionary people who encourage their students to collaborate with us, to participate in our concert and audition and work really, really hard. They practice hours every day, starting, say, for example, from March, April till August. They practice hours, including my students also. They're practicing 3 hours almost every day. And there we rehearse around 6 hours every day. So yeah, the students are amazing. The teachers visionary, and also kudos to the parents. Many parents, they think that if we just go for a good instrument teacher and we have good lessons, very effective lessons, that's enough. It's not. Learning, just having lessons every week, learning from a very good teacher it is the first step, but not everything. The students must have exposure to gain motivation. Why they will be motivated unless they feel that excitement, that thrill? Passion just can't be imposed. It has to grow naturally. And as a child, when I was 11, my father introduced me to a symphony orchestra. I couldn't play anything. I was 11, but I tried to go along with the professional musicians, and that thrill, sowed the seed which made me whatever small musician I am today. And this is very important. If you don't motivate the children, they will never be disciplined. Discipline is not the first step. Motivation is the first step. You motivate, motivation builds discipline, and once you are disciplined, that's it. You have everything. If you have a disciplined life, you have everything. Not only in music, in your entire life, in your corporate life, in any other field of career, discipline is the answer. So music, learning and performing, especially in orchestra, you can check in Google, you can check in ChatGPT, you will get the same answers. And you can also read what great teachers had to say decades or centuries ago. They will all say the same thing. So yes, so kudos to the parents, visionary parents. If these parents, they don't make this effort to encourage their children, get all the resources to get them perform with us in Europe, it is impossible. And our purpose, the concert project, is not a exotic project for Instagram photos. No, it's educational project. We are doing it to motivate our Indian talents to enjoy Western classical music, to fall in love with Western classical music, to fall in love with their violin, cello, viola, clarinet. And yes, so this is a learning concert project or an educational concert project. Our target is to teach these students, these young talents, how to play in an orchestra, how to be a team player. Because if you are not cooperating with each other, not understanding what each other is doing, if you are going fast, if you are going loud, there won't be any music. The production will be wrong. So as a conductor, I try to teach them how to be team players, how to interpret the composition, how to understand orchestration, each sections, collaborate with each other, adjust with each other, cooperate musically as it is written by Mozart, Bach, Vivaldi. It's amazing. It's a great way to develop leadership, performance abilities, grow confidence, creativity, team playing abilities, and even life skills. Staying in a hostel, having European food, you learn a lot. So this is an educational concert project, and so far since 2019, after every concert, we have received amazing response from the parents and students, and they were just overwhelmed with the experience. Many of them are participating again and again. We have a number of members who are auditioning every year, of course getting selected, and they are traveling with us more than once, more than twice. The audience in Hungary, it's amazing. They travel almost an hour from Budapest, come to the city of Godollo, where the Palace of Godollo, we are having our concerts in the Palace of Godollo now, thanks to our friends in Budapest. They are also musicians, opera singers who associate with us and help us to put up this concert every year. And so they are offering us the Palace of Godollo for our concerts every year now. The audience, we have a packed audience. In 2024, the day 14th August we performed, that was the warmest day in Hungary. It was mentioned in the news, but we had packed hall, and majority of European audience. Amazing. I mean, how they love music. They come to encourage Indian young musicians, coming to their country, performing Indian music and European music and some evergreen compositions. It's just amazing, because without audience there is no music, right? We are performers. Without audience there is no performance, and we don't have any celebrity. We don't have any big maestro or nothing. We are just young musicians, a team of young musicians with some senior people. And without this audience, it's impossible. So our heartfelt thanks to the Hungarian people, the audience especially, who come to our concert. And I also like to mention that a magnum opus like this is impossible to organize without the equal effort of every department. And I'm talking about the young musicians, because if they don't practice properly, they won't be able to perform. Our partners there, the parents, the teachers, the technicians, everyone, they are thoroughly professional. They know their job. Amazing. So without a perfect team, it is impossible. My wife, I have to mention, because she takes care of the entire communication, helping all the students, especially the ones traveling for the first time in Europe, and helping out everyone, the entire orchestra. It's just amazing teamwork, just like an ensemble, a perfect synergy in the ensemble. It's just like we work as an ensemble, as an orchestra, the entire team. So the credit goes to everyone. 2025 is our 5th anniversary, and we are doing something very special. We are having 5 giants for the 5th Grand Budapest concert. And the 5 giants are Bach, Vivaldi, our very own Tagore, Mozart, and Beethoven. So we will be performing a symphony for the first time. We'll be having more musicians from Hungary for the wind and brass section, and we'll be having some concertos for clarinet and violin, of course, and probably a very important piece for a flute, and a number of Indian music and European classical music, as well as a few very well-known compositions. So this year is going to be special, very, very special, and we are definitely looking forward to it. So stay in touch in our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and keep encouraging us. We need all your good wishes and encouragements. Thank you.